What is going on, everybody? My name is Dylan Dents, and welcome back to another build video. And today we are talking about another Liyue character, the Conqueror of Demons, the AnEMO DPS, Mr. Xiao himself. Yes, finally we're talking about Xiao. And I do want to state before we get into this build, he is not completely done, meaning his artifacts are not up to snuff, but he's still going to do some pretty good damage. I just want to give you a baseline to where to get your Xiao at and what he can be capable of. But with the same as Ganyu, he hasn't been around for almost a year. His last banner was Lantern Right last year, and he ended up running alongside Shenhe at the beginning of 2.4. So we did get Xiao and we got Shenhe in the same video. You probably saw those polls. Otherwise, go check out the polls. They were amazing. It was a lot of fun. And I'm just really excited because I was wanting Xiao ever since I missed out on him, because he's honestly a really cool character and I really enjoy him. But if you guys do like this build, make sure to leave a like, hit the subscribe button, and let me know what build to do next. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. Obviously, you can see there's my baby Xiao. We're still over by Masanori because we're going to put the work on him today. Xiao is level 80 with 1800 attack, 17,000 max HP. Obviously, like I said, artifacts aren't done yet. He's got 76 crit rate to 129.8 crit damage. Very good ratio, actually. Very nice. No extra energy recharge. He does have cooldown reduction because we are running double AnEMO. He's got 53.7 AnEMO damage bonus. We are running the deathmatch for Xiao. Other weapons you can use. Obviously, his best in slot is the Primordial Jade Winged Spear. That is his best weapon. I believe it gives crit rate and has a very high base attack at about 674, I want to say. Other weapons you can use, obviously, Staff of Homa is always a great weapon. Literally, it's the best weapon for almost every polearm in the game. Xiao can utilize this weapon. It's not a bad choice. The catch can actually be also utilized by Xiao, giving his elemental burst damage a buff, as well as his crit rate on his burst. Other weapons you can use, I guess you could use the Wave Breaker's Fin for some extra attack and more base attack. This weapon does max at about 620 base attack. It's very high. I believe it's the highest out of all 4-star polearms. I believe Prototype Star Glitter can be used in some sort of way, which is very weird. Black Cliff pole can be used, and I believe that's like all the good weapons, at least for Xiao. And obviously I'm running Deathmatch. Like I said, gives crit rate. It's a very good weapon. And, you know, if you did get the battle pass, then you should probably have this weapon. It's very good to have, especially because it can be utilized on just about every polearm character in the game. So, very good weapons. And, of course, like I said, those are the weapon choices you can use for Xiao. Going on to artifacts, we're running 2-piece Gladiator's Finale, 2-piece Viridescent Venereer, and like I said, these are not completed, and so I apologize. But we are running crit damage, AnEMO damage, and attack percent. That is the norm for those. And this is pretty much his best artifact set. I don't think you should... You could obviously switch out Shiminawa's Reminiscence for this, or you could go and Noblesse Oblige for some extra elemental burst damage. But straight DPS, you just want Glad and Viridescent, really. That's going to be your best bet, and it's going to give you the most damage for your plunges. Constellations, obviously, as per usual, I have these characters at Constellation 0. Some I do have above Constellation 0, but for most of them, they're at Constellation 0. So C1 increases Lemniscatic wind cycling charges by 1, which is his elemental skill, which lets him dash. That is his elemental skill, obviously. So extra charge gives you 3, I believe. C2, when in the party and not on the field, Xiao's energy recharge is increased by 25%, so that's pretty nice, honestly. Increases wind cycling by 3 levels, his skill, of course. C3 and C5 are always the skill and burst level up. C4, when Xiao's HP falls below 50, he gains 100% defense bonus. It's a very weird thing, but it works. Bane of all evil by 3 levels on his C5, like I said, norm. And then C6, when under the effects of Bane of all evil, his burst, hitting at least 2 opponents with Xiao's plunging attack will immediately grant him 1 charge of his skill. And for the next 1 second, he may use his skill while ignoring its cooldown. Which is not bad, to be honest. I know there's a specific individual who actually runs a world record C6 Xiao, if I'm remembering correctly. But I just can't remember his name off the top of my head. If you know it, put it down in the comments section. I'm going to feel really dumb here when I remember it. Didn't mention it in this video, but literally one of the best Xiao players. Let's go into talents. He's a talent level 666, the base. You get 354% on his skill damage, has a 10-second cooldown. Then Bane of all evil has a 70 energy cost. But you know, he has like he can gain energy easy. AnEMO is an element that is really good about getting its energy back fast. Plunging attack damage bonus and as well as normal and charge is up by 77%. He does lose 2.5% current HP per second. Then the duration's 15 seconds, then it's down for 3 seconds because its cooldown is 18 seconds. Let's go into his passives. While under the effects of Bane of all evil, his burst, all damage dealt by Xiao increases by 5% damage. Damage dealt by Xiao increases by 5%. Damage increases by a further 5% for every 3 seconds the ability persists. Max damage bonus is 25%. I butchered that, but it's a very good passive. It's just like it was worded weird. I didn't see the period right there. Like, you know, silly mistakes. They always happen. His second passive, using his skill, increases the damage of subsequent uses of the skill by 15%. This effect lasts 7 seconds and has a maximum of 3 stacks. Gaining a new stack refreshes the effect's duration. Pretty good. More skill damage. So you gotta love that. And then his passive is only unique to him right now, but climbing stamina is decreased by 20% by all party members. At least in your own party. But he is the only one to have this skill. So it's very nice to have that. Otherwise, that is an overview of Xiao. Obviously, you're using Raiden Shogun, and I actually need to give... nope, she has her sands. Okay, we're good. So we're using Raiden Shogun, Zhongli, and Kazuha for this. Obviously, Kazuha is mainly for the resonance, but we can also go ahead and swirl anything coming from Raiden, or even Masanori himself, and then Xiao is obviously our main damage dealer. So let's go ahead and get into this. Alright. Now, obviously, we're going to go ahead and do this first.
There is no escape. One with nature. Useless.
He actually does like a decent attack.
The wind knows me. Clouds high. The birds call. Illusion shattered.
Trying to get his burst up. Come on. There we go. Okay. We're going to go ahead and cycle him into the second phase here.
This is order.
Because that is like the main portion of this.
Wind strike.
Come on, go into your second phase.
Useless.
There we go.
Solidify.
Shine down. Lament.
6K, 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 50. So his crit is 50.
Worthless. Here. Foreign. Worthless. Here. Prepare to die. Fool. Illusion shattered.
And yeah. It's not bad. I was having a little bit of issue getting energy there. And yet again, like I said, attack is still the best, but that's also why we brought Raiden Shogun. She's the best battery in the game. But it is fairly hard to get energy with Xiao. Usually it's very easy since he's AnEMO, but sometimes, you know,
Reduced to just
I forget how
standing
hard it
around.
is to play with this character.
How
I've only played with
absurd.
him a handful of times, so it's really nice to delve back in and kind of get to know these characters again on another level. That's why I like doing these videos, because I get a chance to play with all the characters in the game and kind of give them a shot. Maybe they come onto my main team. Obviously, I will use Xiao in the future because, you know, I have him. So Xiao, this team I believe was the best I could have came up with, but you know, it doesn't always go as planned. But what do you guys think of Xiao? What do you guys think of him as a character? And of course, what build do you want me to do next? Let me know down in the comments below. Otherwise, my name is Dylan is Dense. I'll catch you in the next one, Dense Nation. Peace.